to lesson 020 of Online School of Entrepreneurship. I am Dr. Kirian Umfam. In today's lecture, we will dwell on Max Weber and Hagen's theories of entrepreneurship. Upon completion of this lecture, our audience will be able to 1. Discuss Max Weber's theory of entrepreneurship, and 2. Discuss Hagen's theory of entrepreneurship. In this series of our lecture, we will concentrate on Max Weber and Hagen's theories of entrepreneurship, since we have discussed economic, psychological, sociological, anthropological, opportunity-based, resource-based, innovation, effectuation, life instance, efficiency, and risk-bearing theories of entrepreneurship in our previous lessons. Max Weber's theory of entrepreneurial growth. Max Weber, in his theory, says religion has a large impact on entrepreneurial development. According to Weber, some religions have basic beliefs to earn and acquire money, and some have less of it. He calls them a spirit of capitalism and adventurous spirit. The spirit of capitalism will be generated when mental attitude in the society is favorable to capitalism. According to Max Weber, driving entrepreneurial energies are generated by the adoption of exogenously supplied religious beliefs. It is these beliefs which produce intensive exertion in occupational pursuits, the systematic ordering of means to ends, and the accumulation of assets. His theory suggests the belief system of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam do not encourage entrepreneurship. His stand has been challenged by many sociologists. Max Weber's theory situates the colonial rulers who wanted to encourage European entrepreneurship in India, but it has been criticized by subsequent researchers. The theory is based on the invalid assumptions, which are: A. There is a single system of Hindu value. B. The Indian community internalized those values and translated them to day-to-day behavior. And C. These values remain immune to and insulated against external pressures and change. The rapid growth of entrepreneurship in India, for example, since independence, proved that Hinduism is not averse to the spirit of capitalism and to adventurous spirit. Many thinkers have accepted the Weber's analysis of linkage between religious belief and entrepreneurial growth, but this view is not acceptable universally. Samuelson criticized Weber's view on the ground that capitalism also developed in those societies where Protestant ethnic was not prevalent. Husserl argued that Protestants could not develop industries in France, for instance, because they were not given political security. It can be concluded here in the words of Carroll that ethical values have some effect on entrepreneurial growth, but to consider them all in all would be unrealistic. Hagen's theory of entrepreneurship. One important theory of entrepreneurial behavior has been propounded by Hagen, which is referred to as the withdrawal of status respect. Hagen has attributed the withdrawal of status respect of a group to genesis of entrepreneurship. Hagen considers the withdrawal of status of respect as the trigger mechanism for changes in personality formation. Status withdrawal occurs when members of some social group perceive that their purposes and values in life are not respected by the groups in society they respect. and whose esteem they value. Hagen postulated 4 types of events which can produce status withdrawal. 1. Displacement of a traditional elite group from its previous status by another traditional supply physical force. 2. The degradation of valued symbols through some change in the attitude of the superior group. 3. Inconsistency of status symbol with a changing distribution of economic power. And 4. Non-acceptance of expected status on migration to a new society. Hagen further postulated that withdrawal of status respect will give 4 possible reactions and create 4 different personality types. A. Retreatist. Entrepreneur who continues to work in society but remains indifferent to his work or status. B. Ritualist. One who works as per the norms in the society but with no hope of improvement in the working conditions or his status. C. Reformist. One who is a rebellion and tries to bring in new ways of working and new society. D. Innovator. An entrepreneur who is creative and tries to achieve his goals set by himself. According to Hagen 1962, the creativity of a disadvantaged minority group is the main source of entrepreneurship. He developed this thesis from the case of a samurai community of Japan. Traditionally, this community had enjoyed a high status of which it was deprived later. To regain this lost prestige, it became more active and vigorous and gave rise to many entrepreneurs. McClellan supported this thesis by admitting that a suppressed community had more creativity. He said that Jains could be successful entrepreneurs because of their consciousness of their majority and superiority complexes. McClellan had modified Hagen's thesis slightly in order to explain such cases. He stated that the subordination of minority group will arouse achievement motivation in its members, but its extent depended upon the initial level of motivation and the means available to the group to achieve its achievement motivations. In the course of this lecture, and in line with our instructional objectives, we were able to 1. Discuss Max Weber's theory of entrepreneurship, and 2. Discuss Hagen's theory of entrepreneurship. If you have any difficulty in understanding any topic on entrepreneurship, do please send us a message on Facebook so we can research and help you out. Go to our Facebook page, Online School of Entrepreneurship, and study entrepreneurship at no cost. Please support us by 1. Following us on our Facebook page, Online School of Entrepreneurship. 2. Subscribing to our YouTube channel, Entrepreneurship Teacher. And 3. Liking, commenting, and sharing our posts. Thank you and see you in our next lecture.